Hello everyone, welcome back to Mary's Plans and Budgets. And on today's video we are doing our April budget layout, just like pretty much doing our budget. I can't not our monthly budget layout, but just like our budget of the month and how it's gonna look like for the month. And we are here with my new mid-century circles cover. I exchanged it a few videos ago, and this says Mary's budgets, because you can customize them on the Erin Condren website. This is a 7x9 monthly planner, and I usually do use Miss Karla May stickers to make it become my budgeting planner. So I'm gonna go right ahead with you guys and start this a monthly spread with you guys. And once again, I think I'm gonna use this washi with the April budget. And also I really like this washi because it has all the colors of these, and I think it's gonna look very cohesive and pretty with it. So we're gonna place this down, and I usually just put it like in the corner here of the lines and hold it down, and then I just start moving it around to make it align with the second line here of the top part. And then I just put it down, and I think that's a pretty cool trick that I learned myself, I guess. And now we're gonna do our April's budget. I am super excited to do my April's budget, just because it gives me a whole overview of how my month might go if I just stick to my budget and make sure that I stick to my budget. So I am really excited about that. I'm gonna do income, and this is where I predict how much income I'm gonna get for the month. And let's see how we are gonna do. So first we're gonna do paycheck 1 of my husband's and I's together, and then that date is actually going to be on the 6th. So we're gonna write 4/6. Then we have paycheck 2 of my husband's and I, and that'll be on the 13th. Then we have paycheck 3 for mine and my husband's, and that's gonna be on the 20th. And paycheck 4, once again, husband and I, on the 27th. Then I also have second job paycheck 1, and I have that paycheck on the 8th. Then I also have second job for mine's paycheck 2, and that's gonna be on the 22nd. And that's what it looks like. And then I also have, I'm gonna try to build up my income. So I'm gonna try this like a third little thing, and I want to see how it goes if I start it. So I'm gonna see if I could get a little bit more income, but I will have to invest a little bit of money into it first, and it won't be a lot. So I'm gonna see how that goes. So I'm gonna put other, just in case if anything happens. But I'm also gonna put my March rollover. And that's pretty much from the third from previous month. And so I have it like that, and then we're gonna put our last piece of washi for this part right here. And then I start from this end because it's really hard to write with the coil here as well. So I'm gonna place this one down first, and then just move it around to try and keep it as straight as I possibly can, because sometimes it's really hard. And I am getting a tad bit sleepy, but I really love doing this, and I really want to have this done. So I'm gonna put my lines real quick as well. And then we have it like that. And now I want to put a piece of washi here. And I'm not sure, actually I'm gonna use this last piece of washi from the other ones that I have been using, and I just want to separate it a little bit, just like that. And then we're gonna put our fixed expenses here. And then we're gonna put our variable expenses on this side as well. And honestly, my styling of like using Karla May's is it's different. I guess like placing down the stickers is pretty much the same or similar, but like I guess everyone's budget is quite different, a lot different. So now we're just gonna put our fixed expenses here, and that will be our mortgage, our utilities, our car loan, our upgrade loan. And the reason why I don't have it together like in debt, like in credit cards or debt, is because they're bigger amounts and I want to make sure I keep up with them, so I have them separated. I don't have them together. And then I have car insurance, I have our phone bill, internet, Terminix. Then I have credit cards, and I also have subscriptions. Then I'm gonna grab my washi here and place it down in the bottom, and I'm just gonna line it up as well real quick. And I get super excited with numbers. I don't know why. I really do though. So now we're gonna just write our numbers down. It's 1,049 with 88 for our mortgage. Utilities, I usually do gather up 250 throughout the month, and these are like I grab them throughout the month of April and I pay them in the beginning of May. And so these are not for this month's utilities. These are for next month, because that's why I try to do March rollover, because I already gather up these bigger amounts during the process or the days of March, and like paycheck of March, and not like right now on April. So car loan is gonna be 690 with 85. Upgrade loan is 1,019 with 05. Car insurance is about 130. Phone bill, it is getting higher, is 272. Internet is about 110 right now or so. Terminix is like around 116 with something, but I like to round it up to 117. Credit cards right now we're at 267 on just the minimum payments on our credit cards, and subscription went drastically down to 40 because we did like minimalize our subscriptions. We took away most of our subscriptions, So now we're pretty much down, and our total, I already totaled it up so that this process won't take long. And right now our total is 3,945 with 78. And now we're gonna go to our variable, and our variable usually is our groceries, and we do have allowances. Then we do pay babysitter. Then we have gas, as in car gas. Then we have kids savings, because I do have a goal for kids savings every month. And then I have our sinking funds. And then I'm gonna place down the washi once again to complete this. And I start off from the other side to line it up with this part right here. I don't know. Oh, I even placed it wrong, but like, I don't know how to, I'm not very much of, I'm not sure, I'm not good at describing these things quite yet. So I'm gonna put our lines once again. And then at the end of the month, I would do a budget closeout and do our actuals together as well. So now we have our groceries. I want to keep it at least 480 or less. My budget is usually 100 a week or 120 a week. It depends. Our allowances are 280. Together, if I really count it, is 20 for my husband every week, then 20 for me, and 15 for my daughter. And that's how I've been having it. Babysitter usually gets around 240 if we go to overtime. If we have overtime throughout the whole month, then that's how much we will have to give our babysitter to take care of my son, because she doesn't watches my daughter anymore. My daughter stays home, and the bus picks her up and drops her off. I leave her food and she's fine. And I have cameras all over the house, so I'm always keeping an eye on her at all times. I have cameras outside the house and inside the house, so I know what's going on around all the surroundings. And I'm always constantly looking at the videos, at the video cameras from my job, to make sure she's safe, of course. And then I have gas. I save $60 every week for the gas, so it'll be 240 for the car gas. Kids savings, if I do the kids savings how I've been doing, which is 20 every week for my daughter and $10 every week for my son, is about 120 a month. Then sinking funds, I keep it as like the minimal I could do, so I'll say about like 500 for sinking funds, but it could be less or it could be more. It depends on how much I actually end up putting at those times when I actually budget out like my actual paycheck. So that's about $1,860, and that's how we have it as right now. And then we're gonna put the budget amount for the month on mine. So I did overtime this week, which is March 27th to April 2nd. I did overtime that period, so I know I'm gonna get it paid the first week of April, and that will be on the 6th. So I know for a fact I'm about to get about 2,000 with my husband and I, 1,000 for him and 1,000 of mine from our own paycheck. So I know for a fact that I'm gonna get about that amount. Now if we don't receive overtime this week, Then next week is gonna be with 500 and 600. It'll be about 1,100. And then I also have it in case we don't have overtime from the 13. Then on the 20, when we get paid again, it's gonna be 1,100. And same thing goes. It's just because, like I said, overtime at my job is really right now like up and down, so it's not quite the same. Now I might get less on my job here, my second job, because I was scheduled for my second job on Tuesday, March 29. I was scheduled to work, but I had overtime, but I get paid more on my first job, so I decided to go to my first job and miss my second job. So I did that for Tuesday and Wednesday, so it might take a hit for sure on my next paycheck. So I'm gonna do it at 300, the least of amount. Then I'm not sure without overtime, then right here it'll be about, I'm gonna keep it at 300. I'm gonna keep it as lowest as I can. And then other, it'll be at the end of the month where I figure out how much I really did invested and how much I ended up profiting from that, from what I invested. So that you guys will end up seeing that as my videos progress, and I'll explain as my videos progress. And then March rolled over. Right now, since I haven't closed out my budget, I really do not have it ready. But if I estimate it, it'll be, well, actually give me 1 second, I'll be back and I'll look in my envelope and see how much it is in total. So I'll be back, give me just 1 second. Okay guys, I figured it out. It's about, I'm gonna add these numbers up real quick. Is 2,864. That's how much our March rollover has. And how I came up with the numbers is because throughout the month of March, I saved up already my mortgage, my utilities, my upgrade loan, and my car payment. And that's what I have in the beginning of the month, because when my I just put that in the at the end of the month, so that in the beginning of the month they start coming out automatically and I don't have to go anywhere to pay them. It just automatically comes out of my bank. So that's what I call for March rollover. And I'm gonna keep my calculator here because I'm gonna need it. And then we also have, we're gonna put down our summary here, and we're gonna put our summary right about here. Was right here as well, just like that. And then we're gonna have our fixed and variable together, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna use my small ruler here. And our budget, it is 3,945 with 78, and our variable is 1,860. Sorry, I was getting confused. So now what I'm gonna do is add these numbers up. 5,805 with 78. Now we're gonna add our numbers here real quick. Equals 5,900. And as you guys can see, I pretty much have a tad bit extra from even just our variable expenses and our fixed expenses together. So that's super duper excited that we are keeping up with our variable and our income, because remember guys that our income, to do our zero-based budget, pretty much our income has to be pretty much the same as our expenses and our variable expenses together to equal 0, and that's what we try our best to do. So that is pretty good. Much it for the whole video. I am done with you guys doing our monthly budget together. And as you guys can see, I'm pretty excited to see how much I could put into my debt once again, and how much I could put into our sinking funds and our savings, and do all these goals together. And so I am pretty pumped up with how we did a progress in March and paying off our debt. So that's great news. And well, I guess this is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Please like and subscribe if you guys would love to join this little budgeting and planning family we have here. Please, if you guys would love to, please like, comment down below anything you would like, how your budget is going as well, and subscribe if you would love to. You guys could always ring that notification bell to let you know when I post. I try to, usually in the beginning, at the end of the month, I do post a lot of videos, just because I do like my monthly budget closeout, my monthly debt update, and my budget, this video, which is my April budget overview, and then I do a lot of our plannings as well. So I hope you guys enjoy these videos as much as I do making them. And once again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Have an amazing day once again, if I haven't said that already. And well, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.